All right, happy Monday and happy New Year, everyone. It is 2026. I had to write a check today, which I've never written a check. I think I have. But I had to write 2026 for the first time, and I was very careful to write that. Also, apparently, when you write checks, you don't have to say dollars. Like $72 and 00 or 100. Marcus looked at it, he's like, "Why did you write dollars?" I'm sorry. Thank you, Sally. Thank you. I was like, I was taught when I got my first bank account and wrote checks. It says dollars on it. You don't need to write dollars. Thank you, Amanda. I'm an idiot. But Sally still writes it. So at least I have someone on my side. Thank you, Casey. All right. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling good. Thank you, Kristen. Feeling justified right now. Anyway, 2026, we are here. Whether you are writing checks or Plexus is writing checks to you, we are starting this year off strong. And we're so excited. So I'm going to kick it off with a couple of things. And what better way to kick it off than some celebrations? Because if you know me, I was literally in Costco this weekend and I put champagne in my cart. And Marcus is like, "Why? What's happening?" I was like, "There's always a reason to celebrate. I need to have one on hand just in case." In case there's something to celebrate, I need to always have it on hand. So there's just always wonderful things happening, and we want to celebrate a couple people tonight who had a huge milestone happen in December, and that was earning Rising Leaders Retreat. If you are new to Plexus or you are watching this call and this is your first team call, Rising Leaders Retreat happens in February. It's a paid vacation for you and someone else, and you earn it by basically recruiting levels ones and twos, rank ups, and retaining your customers. And so it's very close to you and your business. And we had 4 people on our team earn it, and we just need to celebrate them big tonight. You can do a little bit of this every time I say their name, but Kimberly Breast was our first earner. Way to go, Kimberly. Stephanie was our second. Stephanie got second. She earned it as well on Kim's team. And then Megan earned it and Amanda earned it. We got ourselves our 4 earners going to Cancun. Well done. They will be going in February to this Moon Palace Resort, which is literally high cotton, y'all. This is a very nice resort. They're not putting you in a bad place. It is. My neighbors have been there. They told me all about it, and it is like incredible. So I am so excited for you guys. Well done, and well done going after a goal. And I know some of you might be a little short. I'm gonna be very honest. I fell short by 3 orders. Okay. So I wasn't gonna go on anyway because the dates didn't work for me, but still, you always want to have those goals.
Mhm.
And so maybe you had the goal of earning it and you didn't, and you're feeling a little low right now. But I want you to celebrate that you went after the goal. I hope that you still chose to go after it and you still were working to the last minute. Even if the goal, you didn't actually see that happen, the goal is just working hard and working for something. And so I'm proud of you, whether you reached it or not. And we'll be talking about goals tonight, about what 2026 is going to look like. But well done, ladies, on that. Can't wait to see all your pictures and hear all about it. If you have another thing that you want to shout someone out for or yourself of something that you are proud of in December, please put it in the chat. We are going to move on to some other parts of this call because there's a lot, but we do want to see it in the chat. So feel free just to say, "I signed someone," or "I retained a customer," or "I got a white line back." We want to hear about your celebrations. So here's me popping the champagne for all of you. Well done. All right. Next thing is our January challenge starts today. So if you didn't know, we have a challenge going on with Jessica Heffley and a lot of other people, and it is a steps challenge, getting 10,000 steps and focusing on hydration and supplements. And we would love for you to be a part of it. It is in Team Plexus Provision Challenge page. So you can find it there, and you can still join and you can still get someone to join. So if there's someone that you know really enjoys walking or has maybe mentioned that they want to get healthy in the new year, or one of your newest customers that you signed in December, because we had quite a few of them, make sure you're reaching out with those people and saying, "Hey, while you're getting started on your supplements, this health challenge would be another really good thing," because it'll keep them motivated and show them some of our Plexus community, which is a really powerful thing when they're getting started. So highly recommend you reach out to all your customers you signed in December and November and let them know about this challenge and get them connected. Okay, the next thing is new to our back office for all you back office nerds. Marcus was so excited about this. His ears, I was watching the call. If you didn't watch the call yet, you need to watch the kickoff call and it will kind of go over everything. But his ears literally perked up. He's like, what? Replay that again. And he wanted me to replay the part about the back office. And so it is so exciting when you log into your back office now. It's actually going to show you your end of month points. This is something that Marcus has actually been doing for a handful of people on our team, and he doesn't have to do it anymore. But also, it gives you a projection so you know where your end of the month is going to be. So you are going to look at that. You're going to log in. If we had time, I would make you do this right now, but we have a lot going on. But you can log in and it will tell you on January 31st where your projected points are going to be. So you're not constantly wondering, like, am I going to hit my rank this month? What's going to happen? Now, you're going to want to check that frequently because that changes as people turn off their subscriptions and people get added, right? And so it fluctuates a lot, but it at least helps you get a projection of where you're going. And it's really good to be like, oh, I thought I was going to have more. I wonder who's turned off, and you can go back through your back office and kind of see who some of your attrition is. Okay, so that's very exciting. Make sure to be looking out for that. The next is subscription credits. We used to have Plexus Perks. This is our new thing for right now. Subscription credits are $10 in product credit every time your sub runs. So that is very exciting and very generous, straight cash for your products. And so you do want to make sure your subscription is on, obviously for you to get paid, but it also will help you with talking to your customers who maybe turn off their subscription. You can let them know that they'll actually get $10 off their next order if they have their subscription on. So it's a good motivator to keep that subscription on. The last thing is Super Saturday. This is coming up next weekend, or this upcoming weekend, I'm sorry, on Saturday. January is already flying by. It's happening on the 10th, this Saturday. And we are going to be having a local West Michigan gathering at Amanda's church. And so if you want to come to that, you are welcome to if you are local to Grand Rapids area. And Amanda will get that address to you. And we will be having that from about 10:30 until it finishes up at 2. And if you want to come to that, please let me or Amanda know, or your sponsor, and let someone know in West Michigan, because we are going to start finalizing details and food and all that. If you are not local to West Michigan, we are actually going to be doing a Zoom feature. So we're going to have a live in West Michigan, but also a Zoom feature still at the church where you can log into that. And we as a team can still watch Super Saturday together and comment with each other and still feel like you are watching it with somebody else. And so it's going to be a lot of fun. So kind of just let us know, or you can put it in the chat what one you're planning on doing so we can kind of account for that. Super Saturday is going to have some new announcements. It's going to have a new product, I heard, that's going to launch, which I'm very anxious to hear about that. And also some just really motivating speeches, speakers. It's just a really good time. So highly recommend you prioritize it if you can. And it's going to be great. All right. It is time for me to not hop off the call, but turn it over to somebody else. I forget who's going next.
I think it's me. Sorry, I was going to reply to Kimberly. Yes, I am so excited about this because I know for the rest of us, a lot of us are scattered in pockets and we have renovations in our house. So I'm not able to host anything this year like I've done in the past. So we are very pumped about that Zoom option. So we'll for sure get that info out so that we can gather. I think that's also a really fun way, like even if you're watching it on your phone or you're watching it on your TV at home, to just be connected with each other so we can be like, oh my gosh, that's going to be so amazing, and just see each other's faces far and near connected together. Okay, so this is about incentives. I don't always check my emails, but Plexus is killing it with informational emails, and they are extremely helpful, very clear. So we obviously have team page posts and all of that with incentives and information. The help center is great. But at the end of the day, if you are like, what's going on, check your Plexus emails because they are communicating like a boss right now. So main things going on right now, Jody talked about subscription rewards, which is awesome for our current customers, that if they earn it and have a 100 PV plus subscription run in January, they will get those credits after the 28th. So after their subscription runs. As of right now, those can only be used on discretionary orders in after they are received. So they would place like a secondary order, or I'm going to grab a sleep, or I'm going to grab some of that sunscreen, and they can use the credits on that. Do not discourage them from turning their subscription off, because they will continue to accrue those $10 credits, and they run out 2 months after they have been earned. So the $10 they earn in January will run out and expire March 31st. So they have a couple of months to use those. They would accrue for just a little bit, but that would be a try a new product thing for me. Like, try a bag of active, or try a different flavor of this. Like, we never would want to discourage anyone from turning off their subscription to use those credits. So I know this is still an in-between thing as well. This is not the end all be all. This is not what's replacing perks right now. So I'm grateful they're doing this. And I'm pretty sure they're still working on like a new program for what that would look like. Dollar membership right now through the 9th. So only first through the 9th, new VIPs with 100 plus PV, in their first time orders are getting free membership. They're also getting free shipping, and this is all month long. So they would get free shipping, and no code is needed on either of these things. And again, this is the same thing that was kind of happening the end of last year. They're getting free shipping this month, but they also then get free shipping added to their subscriptions for the next 2 months. So it unlocks 2 more months of free shipping, which some people love free shipping. You get 3 months free shipping. And if they sign up by the 9th, they also get a dollar membership. And then right now, 5th through the 7th, as we saw today, there's a flash sale going on. So if they're adding any of that stuff into their first time order, and of course the flash sales for flashes. She sells by the seashore. The flash sale is for all of us. So if you have some of those things that are your favorites, it's always a great idea to snag some of those. Rains was sending messages this morning and telling about the flash sale, and had someone say, oh yeah, I'll go ahead and order some of those. So you just never know. We want to keep your customers in the loop. They are not probably checking the Facebook pages. They're probably not looking at the emails. Hey, just wanted to make sure you saw this. There's a flash sale going on for the next couple of days. Some of the things that I love, active, slim, blah, blah, blah. Let me know if you want help ordering while it's on sale. And then, of course, utilizing for our own adding 3 a month, which we talked about also this morning, which we're trying to do every month. Get that done early, right? Like, we want to capitalize on some of these things that stack up. Free membership, basically free membership, free shipping, flash sale. That's a lot of sales for someone who signs up in the next couple of days. Those are most of the incentives. I don't think I missed anything there, but I did want to hit on something new that is an incentive for business builders, gold and above. And this would still be you if you rank gold in January, February, or March. You can tap into this in those months. They are starting something, and an email just came out about it, so you can check your email for more information. But is a development bonus. And what I love about this is in January, Plexus is matching the bonus. So this development bonus program is January through the end of March. And basically, you're going to get paid on your levels 1 through 4 if you develop a silver or senior silver in any of those levels. And obviously, the bonus is much higher on your level 1. So it's $100, $75, $50, $25. So we're developing silvers. We're trying to duplicate, right? So that I love that they're doing that in your first 4 levels, because you want to be helping people do the same thing. If you're a silver, you want to go senior silver, you want to help someone go silver, but then you want to help them learn how to go silver. You're going to make money on both of those things. So once you go gold, you can tap into this for the next 3 months. So gold and above, silvers and senior silvers you're getting paid on at the end of March is when those bonuses will come to you. However, anyone that you help rank up in January, Plexus is doubling the bonus, and you will get paid with January commission. So let's say I help someone go silver in January. They're putting money in the bank to my end of this quarter bonus system, right? That's $100 for me at the end of March, but they're also going to pay me $100 in January for that, just for the fun of it. Like, they're just throwing money at us to do the things. So then if you do help someone go silver or senior silver by the 15th of January, you would get that paid out by the 19th, because they're doing like the whole next day pay stuff still. So Look more into this development bonus. It's really amazing, and it's really two pieces of the same thing. We're using the incentives, we're getting the development bonus, and all of these things are going to be wrapped into the convention contest, which Kim is going to talk about next, because it's not a bunch of different things we're focusing on. It's the same stuff that if we're doing the right things and we're doing them in the right priorities and quantities, we're earning all of this stuff at the same time.
Yes, let's jump right into the convention contest. That started January 1st and it goes through the end of April. So it's this whole first quarter of the year, right? More than a quarter, a little more than a quarter. Sorry. Anyway, I'm really excited about this contest, and one thing I love about the leaders retreat contests, the convention contests, whatever contests they throw at us, on top of the rewards that we earn for these contests, like really they're just rewarding the basic work to do to grow a business. So not only are you earning all these fun things for convention or for a leaders retreat trip, you're growing a business and a paycheck, and that lasts so much longer than whatever it is they're going to give you for that 1 month or that one trip. And so it's really fun though to earn all of these things along the way. And some of the different ways to earn credits for the convention contest. One, I think this is probably the most important way. Make sure you have registered for convention. You get credits for the convention contest by being registered. And it's also important because that's how you qualify for all the prizes that you're going to be earning as you're building your business the next few months. So, um, on top of registering for convention, you get some credits for that. Of course, you're going to get credits for new enrollments, and you get credits for enrollments in your levels 1 through 4. So it's not just your personal enrollments, but it's what the rest of your team is doing. And so just another way to encourage growth, not only for you personally, but to help that trickle down to the rest of your team who might be, your levels ones, twos, and threes. Um, there's going to be retention credits as well, and everything is one levels 1 through 4. So retention credits, having people reorder, continuing to order. You get retention credits for up to 2 additional months. So just really encouraging you as you work with your customers and you're training your team to have that 60 to 90 day conversation, like expect it to take that long to start to see changes and results, and encourage them to keep going when, hey, I didn't see the results as quick as I thought I would in 1 month, right? So encourage them to keep going because that's important for them. And it's also a way to earn additional convention credits. Some of the other things, rank advancement credits. So those are actually doubled this month in January. So that would be just kind of an extra way to really think through how can I be growing this month, but also how can I be helping the other people on my team this month be able to rank or re-rank because those credits are doubled this month for January. You also get credits for going icon. So if you were able to reach icon status in 2025, you get credits for that, but you also get credits for doing that during the contest period. So that what that means is you've enrolled 10 personal level 1 new customers, but you've also developed 2 senior silvers. So that is what that means to go icon. There are a ton of perks that come with going icon, but I'm not going to go into that right now. Um, and then I think I mentioned convention ticket credits. Those are the things. There are some amazing prizes. You get things from like getting $50 at the convention store. You get travel cash. all the way up, there's like fancy dinners. There's also a lot of shopping spree cash on the table, like up to $5,000 shopping spree. I don't know if you've ever been on one, but it is so fun. So much to be working for, working towards. Um, one, just it's really fun, but two, it's also really fun to grow your business and all that that brings to you, for your family, for your team, and helping other people reach their goals too. So that is the convention contest. I think Meg is going to jump on next.
Okay, awesome. I know there's so much going on, and basically it's just like you got to get back to the basics of doing action, and then all of these things will pile up. Like, don't even try to keep track of all the things. But I do think if there's anything we can take away is recruiting, obviously, but really focusing on developing silvers. And that is like a basic skill I know some of us maybe feel like we're tapped out of. But a lot of that actually comes back to mindset. And I just realized so many things have to start with being confident in our mindset that things are possible before we can actually do them. And so if you're somebody like myself who feels like they haven't developed silver in a while, put a one on the chat. It is okay if you're there, but it's also then this is where we pivot to say, I'm gonna set some goals, not just set goals, but I'm gonna set action steps to get to those goals because I don't know about you guys. If you've ever developed silver, that is like way more fun than just signing three people yourself. It's way more fun to hear people being like, oh my word, I can pay for my daughter's birthday party or a new bed. And I didn't eat like that was extra cash. Like that wasn't out of our normal budget. And there's just like so many things. Those are the beginning things. Amanda paid for a new sink. Like I always remember that was her first thing. So it's like there's so many practical things that we can help people pay for. But it starts with one of these thoughts. And so you have to have strong, confident thoughts that are actually going to help fuel your action. Okay. So I'm going to share 9 thoughts. This isn't just about developing silvers that I just wrote down before the call. Some of them feel repetitive, but just write one of these down that stands out. Okay. And then we're going to get into some journaling. So make sure you grab a piece of paper. We're going to go through some goals and reflection before we hop off. Okay, 9 strong thoughts. You're gonna pick one of these and write it down across your page because we need to repeat it, because sometimes our brain repeats a negative story a lot of times, and that is just the highway that it's used to taking. We need to create a new highway, and we're gonna start with this, okay? 1, just straight off the bat, I'm capable of growth. If you're hesitant about that with your business, find something else in your life that you have been capable of growing in recently. Okay. If you've been able to grow in something recently and being disciplined, I don't care if it's making your bed every day. Like set a goal to start doing that, to trust yourself that you can do something consistently for 5 days or 10 days, and then add a business like action with that. So if you're gonna make your bed every day for the next 10 days, you better say, I'm gonna message one person, new person about Plexus every day. Okay. That is growth right there. And obviously your points will follow. Okay. Okay, that was number 1. I am capable of growth. Number 2, I am capable of consistent, sustainable growth. That's me. Sometimes in my head, I think, oh, I can go on these waves, but I can't maintain. I'm capable of consistent, sustainable growth. Number 3, I am disciplined with what matters most. Number 4, I prioritize my business. Sometimes we just think, oh, I'm so busy. It's like, no, you can just start practicing the thought, like, I prioritize my business. Number 5, when I hit my goals, that means others' lives are changing. Number 6, I am capable of developing a silver. Even if you've never done it, are you capable of doing one next step? I don't know if you guys have the Plexus Go app. I highly recommend using it. There's something called a sponsor guide in there. So if you're ever like, I don't know what to do, go look at the sponsor guide and if it tells you step by step what to ask your VIP customer of how to help them share and say, Do you have any friends or family that would do this? And then it says, how, let's get your first post up. It gives you post examples. It gives you message examples. Like it is a free resource in the Plexus Go app. Okay. A sponsor guide. That's all you need to know and to follow to develop a silver. When you have a new customer, go follow the sponsor guide. That's in the Plexus Go app. Okay. The next one is, I like to say, kingdom-minded women are looking for this exact opportunity. If you've ever said, no one wants this, or I don't know who wants this, like, don't, no, done with that. We're going to practice saying, like, kingdom-minded women are looking for this exact opportunity, or whoever your niche of people are. Okay, last one. I find people who prioritize their health. How many of you have had a customer and they like hardly ever take the products and you're so annoyed and you're like, why do my customers not take their products? And you're like, okay, stop. Like, obviously we can't control them, but you're also gonna find people that prioritize their health. And when you say that over and over, you're gonna approach it differently by like, yeah, I'm gonna like help them prioritize their health. I'm gonna be checking in. Maybe, I mean, some of it is probably our sucky customer care. Maybe that's been part of it. Maybe I need to get better at hopping on a call with them and FaceTiming them for 10 minutes after they order, sometime in those days while they're waiting for the products, and actually have a conversation. Do you know how much further the conversation goes when you have somebody on the phone or in person and setting those goals and talking about it? Not just like, oh, you help them order, they get these products, and then you like kind of fall off the bandwagon. So really tell yourself you're going to find people that prioritize their health, but then also be the sponsor that takes extra initiative to be a bold business owner, but also care for people well. Okay. So I hope you wrote one of those down. Did everyone write something down? Because there's obviously power when you actually put your thoughts onto paper. Okay, get ready for a little bit of reflection time. And I first want you to ask yourself and write this down. What was one action that you took last month that moved your business forward the most? What is one action that you took last month that moved your business forward the most? Was it conversations? Was it posting? Even if your conversations didn't end up signing, what was it about those conversations? How did you get into those conversations? Was it through just cold messages? Was it through connecting? Number two, oh, PD and mindset work. I like that because if you don't have great belief and you're like not motivated, you're probably not taking action. But if you're building belief, like Emma shared, she did personal development and mindset work, that actually helps her get into action. So that was like the root, the core foundation for her. Good. Follow up is also really good. Yeah, you could send a message people will never sign unless you are the Old Navy email reminder every 2 hours that you still have something in your cart. It's helpful. Like if this is not on their priority list half the time. It's not the top of their brain. Okay, number two, where did you waste the most time or energy that you don't want to repeat this month? Where did you waste the most time or energy that you don't want to repeat this month? Or you could ask yourself, like, what felt extra draining last month? Yeah, like literally, I was gonna say like kitchen, and then you're like cleaning up. And so I even found today I did a crock pot meal at noon. I threw it in for 4 hours, and I was like, it was amazing because then I could work up until that. My kids definitely watched TV a little too long until dinner, but I like didn't have to go prep at 4. Like it was already cooking. So I can see like there are some things like sometimes it's life habits or just tweaks in your schedule that can actually be a game changer. Okay. What area of your business needs the most focus right now? Recruiting, retention, duplication, or leadership? Which one of the 4 pillars do you need to focus on this month? Okay, the next two go hand in hand, 4 and 5. What is one daily habit that you can commit to that will guarantee momentum? You might not know if it can guarantee momentum, but what will make you feel like I'm a boss because I did that every day? Because you stayed committed to something that you said you were going to do, even when you're tempted to scroll. Or if you catch yourself scrolling and you're like, oh my word, what am I doing? I'm wasting my life. I don't have time for this. Like we are busy people. We didn't just sign up for Plexus because we had 40 extra minutes a day to do nothing. We didn't. We signed up because we wanted time flexibility, we want extra income. Like we have to prioritize this to then create. I mean, also you can schedule 10 to 15 minutes of intentional scrolling as part of your IPA to go engage, right? So like give yourself permission in a timer to intentionally scroll and engage and find people to connect. Okay, that was number 4. What's one daily habit that you can commit to? Is it going to be one message a day about Plexus? Is it going to be 3? Is it going to be, I'm just going to connect with 5 new people? Or at least like look at your IPA sheet every day and write and like update it. Okay, number 5. If you showed up with full energy and focus, what would be noticeably different by the end of this month? If you show up with full energy and focus, which maybe you need to ask yourself, what does that even look like? How does it look different than what it has looked? Like how can you crank up the volume a little bit? Is it more business posts? Is it maybe PD to boost your belief? What would be noticeably different by the end of this month? It might not be your points yet because, again, it's the 90-day rule, just like we tell our customers with health. But like, what would be different even after 30 days out of this 90-day focus? Would it be your excitement about getting to work this for 30 minutes a day? Would it be your dedication, confidence, excitement? Once you feel confident, you feel more excited, and that spills over with how you talk and how you show up. Okay, now we're going to pivot a little bit just to like kind of not some numbers, but I want you to write down your current rank. I guess I should say your highest rank that you've ever achieved. Write that down first. And then write down where your points roughly ended last month. And then I want you to write down, if you remember, like roughly your paycheck from commissions, write that down from last month or a little range. And then what is your goal, your income goal by the end of March? That's quarter 1. Are you like, I want to grow my paycheck by $200? What is the income goal? So I think we forget sometimes like, oh, that can actually make a big difference in your monthly budget if we focus on income growth versus just points and rank. Okay, on average, how many focused hours did you invest in your business this last month? Like, what did you actually do roughly in a week? Or you can even put it in a day, just for your own self-awareness. Like, be realistic. Like, did you have any focus work time every day? Was it 3 days a week for 30 minutes? Like, what did that look like? Obviously, I know holidays were kind of cuckoo, but like, what did it look like for you? On a scale of 1 to 5, how satisfied are you with your December paycheck? 1, deeply dissatisfied. 5, thrilled. And why? What contributed most to that? Okay. What is one habit or distraction that you know you need to let go of or lower in your priority of like your totem pole? Like if you've been doing your hobbies, but you haven't been doing your IPA and you're serious about like, I want to grow. Like if this is, I'm talking to you if you are like, I want to grow my paycheck with Plexus. Okay. If your hobbies have been up here and your IPA has been iffy, that does need to change a little bit, right? This like you gotta treat this like a business if you want to get paid like a business. So, what is one thing that needs to either let go or change, um, or distraction that you know you need to let go of in order to reach your next level? Growth will always require a trade-off. And I know that there's so many diamonds I've heard over the years that have said that they have had to sacrifice something, whether it's watching their show at night for a season or um goodness, like maybe it's like I'm trading my reading time to be specifically about like Plexus PD and leadership books instead of my fun novels. I literally like used to read Karen Kingsbury all the time. That was like my middle school, high school thing. All of her books. I remember on an RV trip, I read like 7 books. My parents were so pissed. They were like, "We're literally out west and you're reading all these books." Anyways, I'd have it read for like I shouldn't say for fun, but like granted, we also have kids now. Like I'm not shaming you if you do, but like I'm just asking you how you have time for that and IPA. Like I'm curious. And your workouts. I'd love to know. But that's just one example. Like, okay, what do I need to shift? If I really want to prioritize this as for a season, for the next 90 days, what needs to just pivot or tweak or shift or that I need to let go of? Okay, what is one specific area of personal growth that you want to focus on in January? I'll share some examples. Confidence, time management, leadership, your follow-up skills, your boldness, or your belief. What is one of these specific areas of personal growth that you want to focus on? Because again, if you've been consistent in one thing in your life, I know you can be consistent with this. And if you're consistent with something in life that's not Plexus, but you're not consistent with Plexus stuff, I want you to ask yourself why. Is it come back to a belief issue? If so, what are you going to do to build that belief? If it comes back to like, oh, I'm just distracted, I'm not doing it. I'm like, okay, is you schedule other things in life, right? Like I hope you know how to take a shower often. You schedule maybe a workout. Like if you can schedule those things, how are you going to schedule your business? Okay. Okay, last question. No, just kidding. Maybe one more after this. What is one courageous action that you've been avoiding that you will commit to doing this month? Leadership is birthed in small, brave choices. Like it doesn't have to be like whole revamp. It's just like, what is one thing that you can do that maybe is like, oh, I've been avoiding that. I don't. And personally, I want to do FaceTimes with my new VIPs to just connect over, like see them face to face over the phone and just be like, tell me your goals again. Tell me more about that and just hear a little bit more of like, what does your life look like right now? Right? Because it's like we know people on Facebook, but it's like, do we really understand what they're going through, what their life is? And I don't know, maybe you'll hear other personal things in the meantime. And it's just that connection piece. So that is kind of one of my goals. And also obviously wanting to ask them about the income if that's something they're open to. Um, so I'm gonna try to do that more like face to face, FaceTime. Sorry, not like meeting them all for coffee. FaceTime. Okay, last question. Oh, where did I put that?
Meg, do you have all this written out too? For those who are watching the recording or like a little, do you have it written out?
I have screenshots, so
Yeah.
I can send those.
I just feel like it's a good like journaling. Like I'm like writing some and then my daughter needs my hair
I
comb.
can send the
Like
screenshots. And
it's just
I
good
thought I had one
reflection.
more question.
Text me the screenshots and I'll put them in something, Megan, and I'll send it in the group chat tonight.
Way to go, Emma.
Do you want
Teamwork.
me to just have ChatGPT do it for you, Emma, or you want to put it like in a graphic?
Do you really need to ask me that question, Megan?
I just said it'll save you time.
No, I'll do it. I can
Okay.
do it fast.
Okay. Um, just pause a second.
While she's looking for that, Jenny's not on the call because she has parent club today, but Jenny put a podcast that she's listening to in a chat that I'm in, and she's like, "This was so good." And so I'm like, "Yeah, done." Like I'm standing on my vibration plate. I actually listened to Sally's new worship album on the vibration plate, um, but which was perfect PD. I was just like, worshiping, but um, when you hear a good podcast, like put it in the chat. Don't just be like, oh, that was amazing and keep it to yourself. Or if you have an awesome quote that you read or whatever, like we're in this together. Obviously, our team is Team Iron. Like we're trying to strengthen one another. And so put those things in your business chat because then someone might be driving and be like, perfect, I'm going to listen to this podcast because I have time. That is literally how I developed from silver to ruby was just people were putting things in chats and I would click on them. Like, and then I would go down a YouTube like spiral, like I liked this trainer, so then I would watch like four of hers while I did laundry. So let's try to commit to that, like just together when we're growing. And yeah, I wish I was on TikTok. No, I'm not, Jen. Sorry. I had to call it quits on my other social media platforms. Okay, Megan.
And if you did not do diamonds in December, do it this month.
Yeah.
Like that's an easy thing to go consistently through again. I probably could listen, like they were so good, I feel like. So,
Mhm.
okay, last final question. If your July self, okay, let's go back to March. Sorry, we were talking about March. Let's do March. If your March self were coaching you right now, what advice would she give you? Assuming you've hit your goals, you're like so pumped, you're feeling thrilled that you grew your paycheck, your business, you've developed silvers, like you are so excited on March 31st. What advice would that version of you, that's you in literally 90 days, what would you, what advice would she be giving you right now? She knows that you're capable of it because you hit it on March 31st. So what would she tell you right now to get your booty moving, to just do the thing? What is it that you need to hear to get to do that thing, to do the thing that you might feel like you're hesitant about? I think personally for myself, my brain can easily be like, oh, is that going to be worth it? Like, I don't know, like you kind of hem and haw and you're like, growth is always worth it. And so for me, it's like it'll be worth it. Like your brain wants to keep you safe of not overdoing everything. And again, growth can be sustainable, right? We have to believe that. And that comes with doing the little 5 messages a day when we don't want to and think it doesn't matter. But that is sustainable growth, right? So in my mind, I think my biggest thing is just telling myself like it'll be worth it. It's worth it to commit. and do the things, the little things. Okay, I think that's all. Hope that was a great reflection time. That was a lot, but I sent the stuff to Emma, so she'll compound that for us. Compound. Anything else? Thanks for hanging out a little bit longer. Go to sleep, get that extra rest. Go to sleep. No, don't stay on your phones. Goodbye. See you later. Adios.